Before coming to Japan, a lot of people think if I can just speak Japanese, I'll naturally make friends. But then reality hits. You study Japanese every day, you go to work, you go to school, and yet you still feel lonely. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. This is one of the most common struggles foreigners face in Japan. And today, I'm gonna tell you exactly why it happens and what you can actually do about it. The first thing most people get wrong is waiting. Waiting to be invited, waiting to be included, waiting for someone to reach out. But in Japanese culture, mutual respect and helping each other, 助け合い, is deeply embedded. And here's a key insight. When a Japanese person receives help from someone, they naturally begin to open up to that person. You don't need to go out of your way to find opportunities to help, but when moment comes, take it. Especially if it's something you are already good at. Helping someone in your area of expertise gives them a sense of security around you. And from that moment, the distance between you starts to close. This is not about being overly generous or trying too hard. It's about being present and available when the moment is right. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Japanese people don't necessarily warm up to someone who seems perfect. In fact, it can have the opposite effect. It creates distance. What actually works is showing a little vulnerability. Ask a small question. How do you say this in Japanese? Do you know a good restaurant around here? These tiny moments of asking for help invite the other person in. It signals that you trust them, and the trust is what starts a real connection. Don't be afraid to be a little lost sometimes. It's one of the most effective ways to build genuine rapport. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get discussed enough, what I call the language asymmetry problem. As a foreigner, you're working hard to speak Japanese, but you are scared of making mistakes, so you hold back. Meanwhile, your Japanese colleagues are self-conscious about their English, so they hold back too. The result? Both sides are waiting for the other to go first, and nothing happens. The fix is simple, but it requires intention. Ask questions. When you ask someone a question about themselves, you give them permission to talk. And when people talk about themselves, they open up, they relax, they start to see you differently. One question from you can be the trigger that gets the other person to open up. Don't underestimate how powerful that is. The fastest way to connect with someone in Japan, or anywhere really, is to step into their world. Food, sports, anime, their hometown, a movie they mention, a book on their desk. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you are showing genuine curiosity about them, not just making a conversation for the sake of it. And again, the goal here is to get the other person to open up. Starting with something too personal too soon will feel uncomfortable, but asking about something they love, that's an open door. When someone feels like you are genuinely interested in what they care about, the connection happens first, sometimes surprisingly fast. Now, as a Japanese language teacher, I want to leave you with one final piece of advice, and this one is about language. Understanding Japanese culture and values is a foundation, but beyond that, there's something I call atmosphere Japanese, the kind of language that makes Japanese people feel comfortable around you. These are expressions that rarely appear in textbooks, but that native speakers use constantly. 例えば、思ったより more than I expected, used when something is surprisingly different from what you expect. ちょっと used to soften requests or suggestions. なんか a filler that makes you sound more natural and relaxed. 結構 meaning quite or pretty, used more often than you'd expect.When you use these expressions naturally, something shifts. Japanese people around you start to relax. They think, this person really gets it. They understand not just the language, but the culture. And that sense of ease, that comfort, is one of the biggest steps toward closing the distance between you and the people around you. These skills are not just about making friends. This kind of relationship at work leads to smoother communication, stronger trust with your manager or colleagues, and ultimately, it puts you in a position to be recognized and promoted and rewarded. If you're working in Japan and want to go deeper on this, the workplace culture, the unwritten rules, and how to actually advance your career, I put together a free course guide that walks you through exactly what I teach. The link is in the description. Download it, take a look, and if it resonates, I'd love to have you in the program. じゃあまた次の動画で。